In this video, we're going to learn the div and span elements. Let's start with the div. A div or division is an HTML section which groups block elements. And then the div is used to style these elements using CSS. Okay, let's start by creating our first div. The tag used for divs is div. Okay, it is a block element. Okay, let's create a paragraph inside the div. And let's call this first one Facebook. Let's create another div and let's call it Apple. And let's have a third div and we're going to put this time Microsoft in the paragraph. Okay, now we want to style these divs. So we're going to give each of them a class. So for the first one, we're going to give it a class and we're going to call it blue box. The second one, we're going to give it a class yellow box, and the third one, let's give it a class green box. Okay, now we're going to go to the style section and we're going to style the classes using the syntax we have learned. So it's dot followed by the name of the class. Okay, so now we're going to give the class a background color. So the syntax is background color. And there are several ways to choose a color. The first one is by using the name of the color. Okay. Okay, so also let's set the color of the text. So it's by using color and let's set it to white. Also, we can give the div a certain height. So let's set it to 100 pixels and let's give it a width and let's set it to auto. Okay. All right. Now, if we wanted to use the same color as the one in the Facebook login page, there is a nice way to do that. Let's go to the Facebook login page. Okay. I'm going to use a Google Chrome extension. It's called Color Pick Eyedropper. So if I click on the icon, I can hover in the page and I can pick up any color I want. So we want this color. So I'm just going to click left. And I'm going to copy this value. So this value is the hexadecimal value of the color. Okay. So the way to use it is by using first a number sign and then putting the value after the number sign. And you can see that the exact Facebook color is used now in the blue box div. Okay. Let's style the next class. So yellow box. Okay, let's give it a background color as well. This time, we're gonna use another Google Chrome extension to pick up a specific color. So this time we're gonna use the ColorZilla. It's a nice extension as well. And we're gonna go to the color picker. So now we can use this tool to select any color we want. And then the tool will translate the color into the different values. So you've got the RGB values, you've got the HSL values, and also you've got the hexadecimal value. So let's go for this color, for instance, and let's use the RGB value, for instance. Okay. Let's give it a height as well of 100 pixels and let's give it a width of auto as well. Okay. Now we're going to move to the last one, green box. So dot green box and let's style it as well. Let's have a background color. And let's, okay, this time we're going to use a different way of setting the color. We're going to use a brackets extension. So I'm going to go to the list of available extensions and I'm going to look for a color picker. We're going to go for this one. Let's install it. Okay. Now, if you want to use this color picker, all you need to do is click Ctrl-Alt-K and a box like this will show up. And then you can select any color you want. and that's going to be translated to a value over here. So let's go for a green color. Let's use this one, for instance. Okay, let's also give it a height of 100 pixels and keep the width auto. All right. Okay, so this is it regarding divisions. So we have used divisions to style block elements. So all these paragraphs now are styled using the classes we have given to the different divs. Now let's go for spans. So spans are inline elements which are used to group inline elements and style them using CSS. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add some text to the Facebook paragraph. Let's say Facebook is great. And now all we want to do is to style this word, only great. Okay, so the way to do that is by using a span. So we're gonna put the word inside a span. Okay, and then we're gonna style the span. So let's give it a class. Let's call it great, for instance, and we're gonna give it a style. So dot great. And let's give it a background color. And let's use again Control-Alt-K. And let's go for a color. Let's go for this one, for instance, or this one. Okay. And now you can see that only that word is styled with this background color. Okay. So this is it regarding divs and spans. They are really important when it comes to styling different HTML elements. And the syntax is pretty easy, and we're gonna keep using them in the next videos to do styling using CSS.